Hey, what's going on, loungers? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Macy T and I am a 20+ year importer and product developer. So today we're going to be doing a bit of an educational video to find opportunities and things to get the old gears turning. As a product developer, when we look for opportunities, the most common one is to look for pain points that are not being addressed. That's basically your opportunity into the market. A less common path would be to wait for patents that have expired, because usually when something is patented and a brand has been built around it, it's going to sell for pretty high. But once a patent has expired, it becomes open source knowledge, and that's your ticket to go ahead and build something more affordable into the market. Now, I'm going to talk about one that is even more on the controversial side, which is to find opportunities in scams. Now, it's not what you think it is. It's the idea that when other people are doing it wrong, you swoop in and start doing it right. So I want to show you guys a website that I came across called Dravox. Now, Dravox is making very Viking-inspired type of clothing here. And I just want to blow this up for you guys so that you could get a closer look. Now, look at all these photos. You already know right off the bat that these are all AI generated photos. And it gets even more egregious on top of this, where they are doing ads also made by AI, as well as, you know, Sora and probably some Mid-Journey. And then what they put together here is visually very, very appealing. Now, I understand that many of us have grown to really dislike AI at the moment because people crave genuine things. However, the aesthetics of this stuff is very, very pleasing. And there's no denying that despite things being AI, we accept the concept of stuff. So this stuff actually is doing very, very well on all sorts of different kinds of social media platforms right now. But there is a particular problem with this. First, I'm going to play you guys a little bit of the ad, and then I'm going to show you exactly what the problem is. Okay, so that was a really, really cool ad, right? But here's the problem. This is the product that you are actually going to get.
This is the Viking vintage clothing that you're finding on ads on Facebook, TikTok, probably everywhere else. And I ordered a bunch of this stuff, and I can tell you this stuff is absolute garbage. Okay? So what I'm showing you here is what I got. As you can tell, you can see the 3D in that because it's woven, if that's the word, and they look very comfortable. These are probably polyester print, and it's absolutely trash. And so if you are considering the Viking line, reconsider, because you'll be dealing with what I'm dealing with, which is difficulty contacting them, as well as canceling and trying to get my money back. So don't do it.
Wow, you've been warned. So I also want to show you guys over here that there are a lot of people who were considering this stuff, right? So you can see over here, I was considering buying some of those pants and their sweaters. I want them, etc., etc. Like, you know, there's a lot of people who are really interested in this stuff.
I will not be buying from these guys anymore. I was promised high quality product, but what I got instead was nothing more but Temu style. I learned my lesson. I'm never gonna shop with them again. I'm just letting you guys know that way you don't fall for it like I did. Yeah, poor quality. See what I mean? Yeah, poor quality and overpriced. You might as well just shop with Temu still. Never again can I ever fall for this crap again.
Oh.
So I want to show you guys something. You see that strapping young man behind me right there wearing that badass hoodie? That's a cool looking hoodie, ain't it? Check this out. That's what it really looks like. Yeah, not embroidered, just printed. I mean, paper thin. You can see through the damn thing when you hold it up to the light. Oh, this looked really cool on the shoulders, right? Yeah, no wood there on the drawstring. So the shop named Dravox on TikTok Shop, don't use them. They lie. It's false advertising. The clothes look really cool, and then after you pay way too much of your hard-earned money, you get a piece of shit that looks like this. And a dose of unhappiness. I will be requesting a refund, and I will be outing this company on every social media platform I have. I don't believe in false advertising. You should definitely not lie to people to gain sales. You should be ashamed of yourself. So, Dravox, coming for you.
So the point that I want to make in this video is that regardless if you're interested in doing this item or not, it is always very good into getting into hypotheticals, because the more you attempt something, the better that you get at it. So being a product developer, you always want to be on the lookout for different ideas that you could get into. You may not do all of them, but it's always very good practice. So I want to jump over here to show you guys exactly what my thought process is when I see something like this. Number one, as I said before, definitely I like the idea that, okay, look, people are overpromising and underdelivering. And when that happens, people will label it as a scam. What if we could swoop in and make things right and do this thing right? Now, we may not necessarily make stuff as good as what we're looking at conceptually in these photos, but we already know that, number one, people care about this stuff. See, whenever you're trying to develop a new item, a new concept, you have to know, is there even a market for this thing? Does anybody even care about this item? And despite they use all the AI stuff, they proved it. So the money has already been spent making this website, conning all these people. You know, the interest is there. So that is the information that we need to extrapolate from this. The question is, can we produce some kind of product where we could actually come through, where we could slightly even underpromise and overdeliver? And this is what I mean by seeing the opportunity when other people are being scammed. You come through with something legit. And when you look at all the stuff here, yeah, certain things is a very, very difficult embellishment. And what they're doing is that they're just, using regular polyester and then they're printing stuff. But if we could find a good medium, a good balance of something where maybe there are just plain leggings underneath, but there is 3D embroidery to create something like this so that you get really what you're going to pay for. Also, I believe that currently right now, it is an irresistible offer because how low the price is. But here's the thing. If you already know that you're going to get your money back on something, then it's okay to spend money on it. I personally believe that for some of these designs, it's very clear that people probably would pay $300 for a jacket like this, except you have to actually provide what's in the photo. That's what the big deal is. And if you could do that, then I think there is a wonderful opportunity here. So seriously, consider this. I also want to point out that in this country, I feel as if all of the other minority groups, whether you're Black, you're Asian, or you're Hispanic, we all have ethnic things, cultural things to wear. But when you think about white folks, right, they're wearing, Levi's jeans, Carhartts, and it's really not that stylish to be wearing colonial things, right? However, this modern take on Viking Norwegian wear is very, ethnic and cultural and really cool, So it's something for white people to wear. And I think there is a very big market in that, because when you think of the latest, fashions, right? I believe there was some stuff by Adidas where they started to make China exclusive clothing. When you think about all this stuff, that white people don't get to wear because of cultural appropriation in this country, now they have something like this. When I look at it, when I look at all these wolf markings and stuff like that, it probably wouldn't look right on me. But even I'm pretty jealous because I think they're so cool looking, And, full disclosure, I did follow the History Channel and like I think 4 or 5 seasons of the Vikings, and I thought that was a really, really cool show. So a little bit of final thoughts. Again, I want to reiterate that it is always good to keep an open mind and do the hypotheticals in your mind of stuff, because every single item that you see out there, everything could be an opportunity. And when you already know that certain things are proven, it's already proven that people are very, very interested in this stuff, then this is money that you didn't have to spend in order to find if there's actually a market for this. And to piggyback off of that, swoop in, be the white knight, and make things right. Oh, I think that if you could get this started, this would be like a $1 billion clothing line idea. Absolutely. Anyways, guys, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big like. And if you learned something, please consider subscribing. As always, I'll see you guys in the next. Take care.
Es ist ein wunderschöner Herbst, die Sonne scheint. Es ist T-Shirt-Wetter, das Leben ist schön, die Welt. Alles scheint zu laufen, alles scheint zu funktionieren. Alles scheint so gut zu sein und man muss es schon studieren.